Every time you watch a horror movie, you're not just a spectator. You're a subject in a psychological experiment. That feeling of safety on your couch? It's an illusion, carefully crafted by filmmakers who know how to hack your brain. From the moment the opening credits roll, your brain starts to change. Literally. Research shows your mind can't always tell the difference between real and imagined threats. When you see a character chased by a monster, your body reacts. Heart pounding, palms sweating, muscles tensing. You're experiencing real fear, triggered by nothing but light and sound. Filmmakers are more than storytellers. They're architects of your emotional state, using neuroscience to make you more susceptible with every film. That jolt you felt during your last horror movie, it was no accident. It was a calculated strike, bypassing your rational mind and tapping into your survival instincts. Directors and sound designers know exactly how to play your nervous system, making you jump and remember their cues long after the credits roll. You're not just watching a movie, you're being conditioned to react in predictable ways. The question isn't if your brain is being hacked, but how deep the manipulation goes. In a world saturated with screens, this isn't just Friday night entertainment, it's a cumulative neurological assault. Are you really in control or just following the script they've written for your mind? At the core of this manipulation is your amygdala, the primal fear center of your brain. Horror filmmakers target it directly, triggering your fight or flight response before you even realize what's happening. A sudden sound or a shadowy figure isn't just a scare, it's a direct assault on your instincts. Hitchcock mastered this, turning the cinema into a lab for mass panic with scenes like the infamous shower in Psycho. You may think you're rational, but a well-timed jump scare proves how easily your ancient brain can be hijacked. Each scare strengthens the neural pathway between stimulus and fear, conditioning you to react faster and more intensely. The more horror you consume, the more reactive your brain becomes, a feedback loop of anxiety. Filmmakers are training your brain, not just entertaining you. This isn't fleeting fear, it's a gradual rewiring of your threat detection system. You're being taught to be afraid, not by real danger but by digital illusions your brain can't distinguish from reality. The ultimate power? A filmmaker, miles away, can make you sweat and tremble on command. Who's really in control, your mind or the movie? Horror doesn't just startle you, it hijacks your empathy through mirror neurons. When you see a character gasp in terror, your brain fires as if you're the one in danger. Found footage films like the Blair Witch Project use shaky cameras and frantic breathing to make you feel the panic firsthand. You're not just watching fear, you're living it, neurologically plugged into the character's terror. This dissolves the boundary between you and the screen, making their peril feel like your own. The result? A deeper, longer-lasting dread than any jump scare. You become emotionally invested in their survival because your brain believes it's at stake. This is the weaponization of empathy. Entertainment that manipulates your emotions at the deepest level. Over time, this forced empathy can heighten your own anxiety, making the world seem more dangerous. The line between fictional horror and real-world fear blurs, leaving you perpetually on edge. The manipulation leaks out of the cinema, shaping your daily perception of reality. Are you feeling your own fear, or someone else's, implanted by a film? Strangely, your brain can become addicted to fear. The suspense in horror movies floods your brain with dopamine, not just pleasure but anticipation. The build-up, the scare, the relief, it's a neurochemical roller coaster. Surviving a scare triggers endorphins and adrenaline, creating a euphoric high. This cycle is addictive, making you crave the next thrill. Studios like Blumhouse have perfected this formula, creating loyal fear junkies who keep coming back for more. The product isn't just a movie, it's a repeatable neurological experience. You may think you're choosing to watch, but your brain's reward system is driving the compulsion. The line between entertainment and addiction blurs, and filmmakers know exactly how to keep you hooked. Are you in control of your media, or is your media controlling you? The architects of horror are building a generation of dependents, hooked on terror and relief. The impact of horror doesn't end with the credits, it embeds itself in your memory. Your brain prioritizes emotionally charged events, encoding them with exceptional vividness. That's why a film like Jaws rewired an entire generation's relationship with the ocean. The memory of a fictional shark attack can trigger real fear years later. Horror films install psychological triggers, fear memories that can be reactivated by everyday cues. A dark hallway or a creaking floorboard becomes terrifying, linked to a film-induced memory. The most effective horror colonizes your mind, laying psychological landmines in your daily life. Your past is recontextualized through the lens of fictional terror. Filmmakers aren't just creating a 2-hour experience, they're shaping your future emotional responses. The horror escapes the screen, integrating into your memory and perception. You carry these ghosts with you, ready to awaken at any moment. In the digital age, horror's manipulation has evolved. It's everywhere, not just in movies, social media, viral videos, and online horror blur fiction and reality, creating collective dread. Creepypasta and stories like Slender Man show how digital horror can spill into real life with devastating consequences. Algorithms now use fear to maximize engagement, keeping you trapped in a cycle of anxiety and curiosity. Your devices, meant to connect you, are conduits for psychological manipulation. The content you see is tailored to provoke strong emotions, not to protect your well-being. This creates a feedback loop of digital addiction where fear keeps you scrolling and watching. The techniques of horror are now tools in the attention economy used to sell, persuade, and control. The screen is no longer passive, it's an active participant in shaping your reality. The fight isn't just for peace of mind after a movie, it's for your cognitive autonomy in a world of digital manipulation. Are you aware of how your brain is being shaped one click at a time? Horror movies aren't just entertainment, they're neurological manipulation, hijacking your brain's deepest systems. From triggering primal fear to implanting lasting memories, filmmakers have mastered mind control for profit. In the digital age, this manipulation is automated, amplifying anxiety and digital addiction, but you're not powerless. Awareness is the first step, followed by conscious, intentional media choices. Set boundaries with your screens and seek content that nourishes your mind. The manipulation is real, but so is your ability to resist. What do you think? Comment below and subscribe for more insights.